Hey everybody, Brimstone here. Today I'm coming at you with some comic book news. Now, this is actually interesting stuff that I came across at my local comic shop. So I decided to do a little more research into it, and I came across this article. They came out with a combination of Batman versus and Deadpool. Now, I am not a fan of either of these people, Deadpool and Batman, and really cool, interesting stuff, but never not my cup of tea when it comes to heroes. I'm a far more particular and stuff like that when it comes to my heroes. So I didn't pick up the book, but this actually has me interested. Now, I'm probably not going to buy the run. I'm just going to watch it, but it could signal what is happening going forward. And this just makes me so happy. So before we get into this article, would you please hit that like, hit that sub button, share this video out there, leave a comment below, and let's get into this article. All right, so Batman Deadpool debuts logo, the Wolverine Lobo Amaglam. Now, if you don't know and you're not a comic book reader, that's fine. But in the 90s, they did something called DC versus Marvel. And what was supposed to happen was whoever won the fights, whoever won the fighting between the two, the other company would go out of business. Now, we were all delusional to actually think that it would happen. Oh God, I was 94. I was like 13. So I actually thought that one of the two was going to go out of business, which would never happen. But they've sent out votes to see who would win between heroes. They had Superman versus Hulk. By the way, Superman won that. Wolverine versus Lobo, and oh god, they had Captain America versus Batman. That came out to a stalemate, by the way. But then they came out with the Amaglam, Amaglam universe, which is a fusions of characters. You had Hyena, which was a fusion of Joker and Sabretooth. You had Dark Claw, which was Wolverine and Batman. You had Super Soldier, which was like a Superman character. You had Iron Lantern, which is a fusion of Iron Man and Green Lantern. My personal favorite was Doctor Strange Fate, which is a fusion of Doctor Fate and freaking oh god, it was like a three fusions into one. It was Doctor Strange, Doctor Fate, and Professor Xavier. It was absolutely fantastic, and they only did one issue of each. But it's good to see that they're coming back, and I'm thinking this might signal more coming back. But Deadpool Batman debuts logo, a Wolverine Lobo Alaglam. Yeah, the first issue of Deadpool Batman comes out, and it comes to a surprise that brand new Marvel and DC Allogram characters meet Logo, a mashup of Wolverine and Lobo. Now, this is horrifying because it looks like his claws are actually chains. So that's really interesting. Logo revealed the debuts in the backup stories of DC of Deadpool Batman. The character is excitedly sounds like part Wolverine, part Logo. He's described as the last of the Canuckazillions, leaning into Lobo and background Wolverine, while the other embraced Lobo's over-the-top bounty hunter persona. Logo rides a skull-covered space bike, sports Wolverine claws, talks like the main man himself, calling himself the biggest, baddest Bastitch in the friggin' universe. Yeah, that sounds like Lobo. And there he is, killing the Iron Lantern, like claws right through his head. He's leaking out of his head and stuff like that. I'll tell you about my name on the last hour. Yeah. So this is interesting. Why Logo matters. The introduction of Logo marks the first new Marvel DC fusion characters in decades. Fans of the original 1996 Amaglam remember the similar mashups of Darkclaw, Wolverine, and Batman. Logo continues a tradition with brutal modern twist and move signals that DC and Marvel are willing to revisit concepts as part of the crossover event, which could lead more hybrid characters on the way. This guy needs his own run, and I would read that because I like the Amaglam books. I have most of them, only missing 2 issues. But this is interesting. What's next? Deadpool Wolverine, written by Zeb Wells and art from Greg Capello, is the first of 2 major one-shots in the crossover. Batman, Grant Morrison. Deadpool 1 by Grant Morrison arrives in November. with logo on the table. Fans will be watching closely to see if more characters and fusions. I might actually have to pick up this book, but this gives me hope going forward. Now, I'm not normally a main comic run guy. There is so few new comics that I buy, but this one I might actually head to the store and grab, even if it is a second printing. Um, but yeah, no, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think Amaglam is going to come back? Do you think it's just a one-off to sell comics and try to pull people back in? Yeah, please, by all means, did you read the original Amaglam comics? If not, why not? Yeah, but thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. You all have a great rest of your day. And yeah, if you made it this far, hit that like, hit that sub button, share this video out there, leave a comment below. And if you made it this far, hit that sub. Thanks so much. Catch you later. Have a good one.